What's going on, my Fly Happy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. Man, Stephen A. Smith got on First Take and dropped a crazy bomb about this Wall Street Journal article that came out that was talking about Caitlin Clark, and then also somebody big actually taking a look into this, man. We are about to get into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 32.2, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this one. Let's get it.
All of these things are things that has the eye of the administration. As you know, Molly, it ain't just sports that I'm doing. I'm doing a lot more than sports. I am not guessing on this. I didn't go on my show and just bring it up for no reason. I happen to know a few people who have said this is something that do not be surprised that President Trump speaks on eventually. And if that man decides that this is something that can feed his base, that can ingratiate himself with that kind of audience that is protective of a Caitlin Clark and what she stands for and what she represents, and they come to a conclusion that they believe she is being unfairly treated, that is going to be a problem for the WNBA. So I'm using...
And your sentiment essentially is that this could be worthy of an investigation, not that you're supporting one.
I'm not supporting one.
But there's enough merit that
they can say, they can make the argument that there's enough merit. A senator has already looked into it. You have members of the administration who have thought about it from what I'm being told, and based on Trump's history with the NFL and him being an obvious sports fan, goes to events and stuff like that, he pays attention to this kind of stuff, and this is the kind of stuff that can feed that base. So I'm saying to the WNBA, because I support the WNBA, I want them to succeed. I want all of these ladies to get their money. I want them to have their success. I'm just warning them, watch it, because if he gets involved, and that base gets involved because somehow, some way they embrace victimhood on a part of Caitlin Clark, it could be a problem. Be careful. And I'm talking to the officials. I'm talking to the WNBA. I'm talking to the players in the league. I am coming from a position of support. I don't want this to happen. But ignoring it, acting like it ain't happening, the Wall Street Journal writing about that when they did, you know, that was just a couple of weeks after those ladies wore those T-shirts. You know, there's a collective bargaining negotiation coming up, and then all of a sudden that story comes out. That's not a coincidence for me. Yeah. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it ain't a damn mongoose. You got to pay attention and watch the tea leaves and see what's going on here and see the kind of ripple effect.
And the T-shirt said...
All right, so I know a few people have brought up the Wall Street Journal article about Caitlin Clark and the civil rights thing that was going on, right? My opinion about it, y'all, honestly, y'all know I keep it a grand with y'all, man. I don't think anything like this is going to happen. All right. I don't think anything like this is going to happen. Now, granted, he had a lot of hearsay because he was saying, you know, I know people, I was told this, I was told that. So it's a lot of hearsay. But at the end of the day, man, to say that a senator is already looking into it, that is crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Honestly, I think the president has more on his plate than worrying about what's going on in the WNBA. That's just my opinion. Now, I do feel like there is something to look into due to all the stuff that happened last year coming up into this year. I mean, it would be disingenuous to say that all the players are dealing with exactly what Caitlin Clark is dealing with. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Like, fans are one thing, right? Everybody's dealing with trolls. Cool. I would say the next person who's dealing with the most trolls might be Angel Reese, right? The main thing that separates Caitlin Clark from everybody else is the fact that not only do you have fans and people trolling, right? You have coaches, you have CEOs, you have agents calling her white bread, right? You have retired players. Man, there's so many analysts, journalists. You have so many people that are woven into the league just talking crazy about Caitlin Clark and treating her like she's an outcast or something. Like, it's weird. It's really weird, man. All right. And then, of course, I think she might have had the most flagrant fouls on her, especially from the Chicago Sky. I know they had dang near all their flagrant fouls coming on Caitlin Clark. So it's weird, man. It's just something weird going on with the WNBA and Caitlin Clark, man. It'd be disingenuous to say everybody is getting this type of treatment. Yes, it happens, right, to people. Hair pulled, shoved over, hitting the head, body slammed. I saw it in different games. But the consistency of knowing that something could happen to Caitlin Clark in a game because we know what's going on in the league, that's asinine, man. We shouldn't have to come into a game and be like, well, wonder if the ref's going to call any fouls for Caitlin Clark this day. Like, that's nonsense, man. That's nonsense, all right? It will be very disingenuous of me to sit here and say that everybody is getting the treatment that Caitlin Clark gets. None of the rookies this year is catching what Caitlin Clark caught last year. Let's keep it a grand, man. Paige Beckers, Citron, JJ, Isaiah, all the rookies. All right, none of them are catching anything close to what Caitlin Clark was catching. All right, that's just keeping it a grand. And even last year, the main thing like I stated before, the main thing that I saw was Rakia Jackson and fighting Brittany Griner, and then Angel Reese getting chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas. Those are the main two things that I saw a rookie caught or rookie was in. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. But yeah, other than that, I don't think anybody was catching what Caitlin Clark was catching, fam. I'm sorry. But honestly, I don't think it will ever get to this point where Trump is starting to come into the league and make demands and try to, get people to act right. Because Caitlin Clark alone is speaking highly of the league. She wants the best for the league. She always brings up the backs or shoulders this league has been built on. So she wouldn't necessarily do anything to punish the league, right? Even if it's true that she's getting treated a certain way, she'll still step up and say, hey, I got it. Don't worry about it. We've seen it in her interviews, right? Where she's just like, nah, man, it's cool. Nothing's going on. So I don't think she would allow anything to happen to the league. Granted, because she loves the league. She wants the league to be successful, right? So I don't think she would even allow Trump to punish the league any type of way. Now, I also want the league to succeed. I have a baby girl. She loves to play with her little basketball and her basketball goal. So maybe one day she want to grow up and play ball. I would love for her to have somewhere she can go to hoop, and it's a lucrative business for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for that. Why would I root against that? So, I had some fans who came at me last year talking about, oh, you don't want the success of the league. And I'm like, nah, man, I root for the league. I root for these players. But it's just the fact that they need to clean it up. They have to. They have to clean it up, man. It looks crazy. And I think a lot of people last year was trying to buy me into, hey, this is how the league plays. This is basketball. Don't be soft. But, fam, I've watched basketball dang near my entire life. I played it dang near my entire life. So it's like I know what's physical, what's passed as physical or physicality, and what's dirty, man. Y'all trying to pass dirty as physical. Nah, man, that's not true. All right? That's not true, man. We're not crazy. We see what's going on. It's nonsense. Stop trying to cover that up. I can keep it a grand with you about things. Keep it a grand with me about things, man. That's all I'm asking. But yeah, we're not crazy, man. This is not basketball. Most of those things that happen, not basketball, man. And then the fact that people started to lose their mind off of a take foul, come on, that Caitlin did on Angel, come on, dog, stop it. Stop it. We've seen way worse, all right? We've seen way worse. And it's really crazy the double standards of Candace Parker and Cheryl Swoops, right? When I was pointing out what was going on with Cheryl Swoops, just blatantly lying on Caitlin Clark about her age, about her stats, about how long she played in the league. Well, not the league, but in college. Like, it was just pure hate, fam. And I pointed that out multiple times last year, and people was like, oh, you need to respect the legends. Oh, she's the GOAT. You need to shut your mouth. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So the legends get to say whatever they want. So what is going on with Candace Parker? Why can't she say what she wants to say about any player, about Angel Reese specifically? Because that's what's starting to make people hate. And then I see Cheryl Swoops on a podcast. Maybe she don't need to go into Chicago. She talking about Candace Parker. Maybe she don't need to go to Chicago. I'm like, why? Why she don't need to go to Chicago? And she gave more of a basketball take than Cheryl Swoops has ever done with Caitlin Clark. But all of a sudden, everybody pissed off at what Candace Parker said, though. Come on, man. I thought we were respecting the legends, right? We're respecting the legends. It's nonsense, man. Y'all got to stop it. But honestly, man, keep politics out of basketball, man. Keep politics out of sports. It never helps. It never makes it better. Just leave the politics out of sports, man. This is a spot where we all should be able to come together and just have fun, man. Just sit back, talk about something that's entertaining us. And I get it. People get passionate about their favorite players and things like that. That's okay, man. That's okay. At the end of the day, it's all in the name of fun. Yeah, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Do y'all think any of this is real? You think Trump could look into this? How do y'all feel about it, man? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.